What is going on, everybody? We're here, we're live, and we're finally ready to open some Pokemon packs. Some of the ones we got from Japan, some stuff that we already have. Honestly, we're probably going to try to stretch this out for a couple weeks, guys. I mean, you only go to Japan once, sometimes in your life, sometimes once in a while. So we got a lot of stuff from Japan. You can see some of it over here, like my 151, my Destined Rival stuff. Well, the Japanese version of that set. I've got more down here. We've got a little bit that we're going to open up. I'm excited. We've got some American English Pokemon cards. We've got some Japanese cards. We've got an ETB. We've got a Biggie Xbox. Well, this might be one of those pin boxes. We've got some booster bundles. We've got some Japanese boxes. Who's excited for that one right there? Inferno X, I think, is what the Japanese set is called. But I mean, really, we're talking about Phantasmal Flames. Let's go. EBT, what do you broke? Not that kind of EBT. We're talking, sorry, an ETB, not EBT. An Elite Trainer box. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. And I'm pretty excited. I've been sitting here watching this pile grow. Like, I'm just going to have to do a live stream to open up some of this. And now, here we are. Here we are. We're ready. We've got, look, for our hits, we've got our penny sleeves. We've got our top loaders over here ready to go. Should I show you guys what we're going to be opening today? Should I show you guys what we're going to be opening today? Let's see. We do have the Deluxe Pin Collection, Ascended Heroes. We don't have too much Ascended Heroes to open up. Ascended Heroes is obviously hot as fuck. Everybody loves Ascended Heroes. But it's hard to get your hands on. We do have one of the new Chaos Rising, the Chaos Rising ETBs. We're going to open that up as well. That's one of the little booster bundles. And then the stuff that you guys really want. Will says opening that Nika whiskey. Maybe we could do some Nika whiskey since we're doing Japanese stuff today. And then we've got, this is basically the perfect order set in Japanese, which isn't everyone's favorite set, but Nullifying Zero Japanese and Inferno X Japanese. This is the one. We should probably do this one last, right? We should probably do this one last, or we can do the Terrestrial Festival, which is the prismatic. Just one of the. I couldn't even find any of these boxes. One could only imagine how much that would have been. But yeah, I'm excited. We have a decent amount of stuff to open. Make a toast to Carmelo. Should we? Should we do that? The Black Nika special. I could do that. I even put some of my Pokemon stuff up, guys, so you can see. We have a couple Chaos Rising ETBs, by the way. So we got that. We've got a prismatic ETB. We got the prismatic special right there too. We got a couple things sitting around. Where do I have a little? You know, I could do. We could do a little toast in our sake glass. Should we open up the Black Nika? for a Japanese stream. We'll just do one Black Nika. If we get any other big $50, we're going to do the Crown Royal like we always do. But yeah, this would be the right thing to do, I think. I haven't finished the crown. We've got it down here. I had to clear it off to make space for all this stuff. But got to say it carefully. We do. We'll take just a little bit of Black Nika whiskey in our sake glass. By the way, this I wish I need to remember the name of this temple. This was my favorite temple that I went to when I was in Japan. Woo! Woo! It's a little rough. That's a little rough. Full shot and sip, says Luna. I don't know. Woof. Ooh. All right. The old Black Nika. Now we do have the crown. So that's what we'll be doing for anything else, $50 and up, just so you guys know. But that will count. I think that our Black Nika whiskey shot will count for Eric Stratton, who gifted 10 gifted memberships before we even started. Shout out to my man, Eric. Thank you, Eric. That's $50 in gifted membership over here on Arcapolis Live, which I should probably be live on more often. Maybe we'll do a weekly Pokemon opening stream. BJ and Gary just in my super chat, filling up with my dad is filling up my dad. LMFAO, I'm ready for Pokemon. Favorite Ryan? Mine's Luxray. I'm such a basic bitch. My favorite Pokemon has always been Charizard. That is the first game I played was Pokemon Red with Charizard on it. I picked Charmander as my starter. He has always been my OG, always been my favorite, which is kind of a basic bitch answer, but it's my answer. Chunk the Punk for 2. Hope you get some sick polls, bud. Thank you. Thanks, Chunk. And then Megashine, the F&T crew should build the Lego Hogwarts set. I mean, we'd have to all be together to do that, right? We'd have to all be together to do that. What should we do first? How about, should we start with the ETB? Should we start with the Chaos Rising ETB? I think we should. Every time you get an SIR, take a shot. Well, that's the thing, though. What if it's one of those SIRs that's like a $6 card or something? You know? All right. This is what we're doing first. The Chaos Rising ETB. Look, so full disclosure. I'm going to toss this over here. Full disclosure. I have already opened a couple Chaos Rising packs, maybe about like 10 of them. I've already got the Greninja. The Greninja that everyone's chasing, I already have. Now, if you guys don't know about the ETBs, there's a ton of other things that come in it besides packs. So, right, Chaos Rising player guide, you've got like the full card list and everything in there, which it's not like it's hard to find online. In fact, I have some of this stuff pulled up already because I'm not going to know everything and everything that's a hit and everything that's not, just because I can't remember quite everything. But you get a lot of different stuff in here. You get a lot of different stuff in the ETB. You do get some sleeves, which the sleeves are cool, almost more collectible. I don't like actually putting too many cards in there because, especially if you're going to get them graded or whatever, you want to see the back. But we do have our promo. We get a little promo card. Look at a little Fennekin in there. Fennekin's cute, right? People like Fennekin. You get some energies, you get some dice, you get a coin. So Here's your dice. Here's your coin. If you're going to actually play, I've never been big into playing the game, to be honest with you. It's never really been my thing. But you get a crap ton of energies. So, but you also get some packs. So this is what we can start off with. I'm already getting everything so messy and ridiculous. You gotta protect your cards. Hold on. I use sleeves. I just don't like I don't love to use these sleeves for my cards because I do like to see the back of them. Depends what the card is. If it's a nice card, I'm thinking about getting it graded. I want to be able to see the back of it to know if the back is centered. So these are cool and I have them and I like them. But if it's a decent card, we're doing penny sleeve so I can see through the back. That's what I like to do. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 right there. And you can, by the way, continue to use these things, right? If you want to use to hold your cards or whatever, you can easily do stuff like that. So maybe that's what we'll end up doing. Put this on here. What a mess we have already. What an absolute... I need a bigger desk. I need a bigger desk if I'm going to do this. I don't need that. Maybe, look, I have 100 penny sleeves and 100 top loaders. If we need more than that, something went very, very right with this stream. Something went very, very right with this stream. Okay. Let's go. First Chaos Rising pack. We're going to get it. How is there 400 people here to watch this? All right. We've got our stupid code thing. We're just tossing those immediately. We'll put our energy in the front. And we'll start. We'll start. So the first couple cards, not going to be anything crazy. Pumpkaboo. Carnivine. These are all going to be basics. Not till we get to the last 3 where we might have a shot at get something good. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't have like awesome other cards that we like. But, you know. All right. I feel like I see something back there. You guys see that shine back there? I feel like we might have something in this pack already. All right, so we got Transformation Tome Hollow, Vulpix. Look at that. The Mega Floret EX. That's not bad. That's a decent way to start the stream. Not like first pack crazy magic, but, you know, a couple buck card with our Mega Floret. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's not anything crazy. But it's better than just getting a nothing pack. It's better than just getting a nothing pack. You know what I mean? Could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse than that. It's not the Mega Floret that we want, but hey. Let's see if I can find where that one's at. I mean, this is probably going to be like just a couple buck card, something like that. You don't know anything? I mean, I don't know a ton. How many of those pay for the box set? Well, we need more than that. We need something better than that to pay for this. You need a break from Jeremy telling you how the world's burning today? I get it. All right. Next pack. Ooh. What do we got back there? What we're really looking for, man, if we could get another one of the Greninjas, wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't that be awesome? Stunky action. Hey, there's a little Froakie hollow. Everybody loves Froakie, right? And a Ho-Oh. The GameStop promo Ho-Oh is really nice. The GameStop one is really nice. Junk is just a regular reverse hollow. Yeah, I mean. But then you see ones you like, right? So Froakie has a really good, like not a really good, but a decent card in this set. So does Frogadier, and obviously Greninja does too. $1 million card? I don't know about $1 million card, but we'll keep it moving. What a basic bitch energies here, huh? Artillery. It's going to be really tough because there's so many dang Pokemon now. There's like 1,200 of them. It's going to be really tough by the time we get to the Japanese card sets. Look at the chest spin. There we go. That's a nice card. That's like an $8 card or something for Chespin right there. And the Keldeo. Look at that. That's our first, that's our first nice card. The Chespin. I actually got the Japanese version of this when I was in Japan. I actually got the Japanese version of this card when I was in Japan. So this is, probably, what is this one going for right now? We can check. That's like a $9 card right there. We'll take it. We'll take it. Little illustration rare Chespin. So obviously the rarity is going to be indicated. So double rare, you got your like 2 black stars. You've got 2 silver stars. You've got a gold star. You got 2 gold stars. We're really looking for those 2 gold stars. Look at that. That's our first decent pull. Little Chespin. Why does your lighting look extra dark? The edges are shadowy. Looks nice, actually. I moved the lights a little bit so you guys can maybe better see the cards. But yeah. What are you using to check the value of the card? So actually right now I have TCG Collector up just with the sets that we're going to be looking at today. But I mean, I could easily just pull up my phone and scan the card using a couple different apps. But that's what I'm doing. Dan Vasquez here. Good evening, esteemed chat and dear streamer. Sorry. All right. Let's go. Basic energy. Froakie. What's up, Froakie? I like Froakie. Stunky. Deoxys. Another Deoxys Hollow. Little magnetic energy. And a basic Xerneas. The thing is, obviously, not everything's going to be an illustration rare or a special illustration rare and all this stuff. Sometimes you do just find cards of stuff that you like, right? Pokemon that you like, even if it's just a hollow or whatever, that are fun. So, Japanese sets do have better rate of rares. Sleazy for $10. Japanese set have better rate of rares. They do. At least it's very known. Now, Japanese cards are different. As we're going through, what is there like 11, 12, 13 cards in these sets? And then the 3 at the end are going to be something other than just basic stuff. It's going to be a hollow, or maybe you'll get a little lucky with other stuff. But the Japanese cards have fewer cards in the pack, but they do typically have better hit rates. So it's a little bit of a give and go there. Tundra Cat for $5. What's your favorite Pokemon? Mine is definitely Tyrantrum. You like Tyrantrum? I'd said earlier, Charizard's always been my favorite, which is kind of a basic answer, but Charizard has always been my favorite. All right. Energy up front. Let's go. What if we open a God pack on this stream? I've never seen one before. Look at all the Froakies we got. Can we get like an actual decent Froakie now? Maybe it's just telling us that Greninja is on the way. I think that's what's going on. I think Greninja is on the way. Deoxys. Give me a last one. AZ's Tranquility. I think this is a decent one if I remember right. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But I think if I remember right, it's a decent little card. Let me see if I can find it. Just like a couple bucks or something. Yeah, like a $4 card. Nothing crazy. But hey, better than nothing. So these ETBs, MSRP around $50 to $60, depending. Say $60 to be safe. The Chaos Rising ones probably get out in the secondary market for like $90. Like $90. Some of the other stuff goes absolutely insane. Like these prismatics are crazy. Ascended Heroes is crazy. Just kind of depends. It just kind of depends. All right. Energy in front. Let's actually flip it. That'll make it a little easier for all of us, won't it? I feel like we got something back there I accidentally showed you guys. I feel like we got something back there. That's a cool Emolga, actually, even though it's like the basic card. Metagross. I like Metagross as a Pokemon. Ninetales. We got a Ninetales. I like Ninetales. Just set that one aside. Adversity Policy. Scrap. Nothing really. Little Vulpix. Everybody likes Vulpix, right? Everybody likes Vulpix. And what? Oh no. Just really saw the edge and got excited. Just really got excited for the Trevenant, which was nothing to get excited about. That's okay. We need something else. Send that to Noons. She will take every Ninetales that I find. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive. Ryan, have you pulled the Mega Charizard X from Phantasmal Flames? I have not. I have been hunting for that thing from Phantasmal Flames, which is tough to get your hands on. However, if you missed earlier, so this will be later on in the show. Later on in the show, we have the Japanese version, which I think is called Inferno X of Phantasmal Flames. We're going to see if we can find that Mega Charizard X. Because that is what we want from it. Like 1,000%. That is what we want. Weight Breaker and Streamlabs. Good luck. Pull a God pack, my Nika. I will go crazy if we get a God pack. I will go crazy if we get a God pack. The thing is, there's like a couple. Obviously, the one Mega Charizard X that everybody wants is the thing that you want, but there's a lot of different ones out there. All right. Where are we at? Flip it. Pumpkaboo. Ferroseed. Mareep. Garbodor. Delbird. Rosie's Performance. The Rosie's Performance, if we actually get the rare card, might be cool. Stop moving. I can see something's back there. I get it. Octillery. Another Froakie Hollow. But what is this? There we go. The Crocodile EX. It's not going to be anything crazy. A couple bucks, maybe $2, something like that. Cool card, though. It is a cool looking card. We'll put that up there. Sometimes if it's a Pokemon you like and it looks cool, that's really all that matters, doesn't it? All right, we got a couple more packs in this ETB left. Let me catch up on these super chats. DSP's been opening packs lately too. I heard that DSP is charging. Tell me that this is right. I heard that DSP is charging $50. Like if you do $50, he will open a pack of Pokemon cards. I think that's what's going on. That's not what we're doing here. We got a shit ton of Pokemon to open, and I just figured that you guys would enjoy watching me, and any support you give me, I do appreciate it. So, but yes, DSP, he's trying to ride the wave. Why aren't you using gay white gloves to handle like DSP? Wait, is he actually doing that? There's no way. There's no way. Lady J says, I'll take all your Embor cards. Why? You want Embor cards? That's weird. Specifically Embor, huh? I'm not a huge Embor fan. I'm a big Tepig fan. The Gargonzola Ayatollah. I know nothing beyond the original 151. Still enjoying the stream. Hope you pull something great. Me too. Look, we got a lot of stuff, so I think the odds of us getting something decent are good. Are we going to pull like are we going to get a Trikachu with a couple Ascended Hero packs or something? Probably not. The Mega Gengar, that'd be cool from Ascended Heroes, but we'll have fun. I appreciate the cards where Pokemon in the art looks like it's made of clay. There are a lot of cool, unique art styles throughout it. So, all right. Nothing beyond the original 151 matters. I wouldn't say that. Obviously, I am a Pokemon purist in a way. In a way. But there's other cool Pokemon, but they are running out of ideas. I like the way that Emolga card looks. Bergmite, loser. I don't get the hype behind this little guy. I guess he's cute and the girls like it probably. Metagross. I like Metagross. Another Ninetales. We got another Ninetales. Remember that, everybody. Oh, shit. Double Ninetales. With the Ninetales. Look at that. Okay. Kakuna. I didn't even know Kakuna was part of this set. And another Crocodile EX. Another Crocodile EX. I wish we could have got something different. We already got this guy. And he's only like a couple $1 card. But we pulled the double Ninetales back to back. Look at that. Exciting for any Ninetales fans out there. Just to be honest. And then last one in the ETB. In Obsidian Flames. I got to see if I can check that out. All right. Throw this out here. Energy in front. Energy in front. Last pack. We need some oh, that's probably just a normal freaking thing, by the way. Probably nothing special. Donphan. Wimpod. Trubbish. Fennekin. We did get that Fennekin promo. This is the Ninetales ETB, bro. How many Ninetales are we going to get? Adversity Policy. Deoxys. Skrelp. And a Magnetic Energy. A Magnetic Energy. Well, look, nothing crazy out of that ETB, to be honest. Nothing crazy out of that ETB. But couple okay cards. Overall, I don't think we made our money back on the ETB. I mean, the best one we got certainly was the Chessman. That's probably like a $8-9 card, something like that. We got a lot of Ninetales, though. We got a lot of Ninetales. This is your sign to buy Crocs. No, it is not my sign to buy Crocs. Russian bot for $2. I'm watching, even though I'm Kanto Master Race person. Kanto Master Race person. Well, I feel you. I feel you. Angst Kitten is here. Angst Kitten, who is in Japan on the trip for $5. Ryan, do you hate your fans more than the average human or the standard amount? I wouldn't say I hate the people who watch me. I do generally dislike people like as a normal state of being. So I would say that I hate them less than the normal everyday person that I encounter on the street. I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. All right, what should we do next? Should we try for some Ascended Heroes? I think we should do some Ascended Heroes. Let the hate flow through. Well, Marc-Andre Waugh, I do kind of hate Mark. I didn't know he was here. Is Vera Dark in the chat? Rick, you're gay. Happy Pride Month to you. What are you even doing? Weren't you streaming some baby game earlier? Weren't you streaming a baby game earlier, Vera? I thought I saw you streaming a baby game. Congrats on opening the Pikmin card. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. All right, we're going to put these over here. Everybody wants to see the rips? Yeah. How is there 556 people watching? Packs. Packs. All right. And then she's gone. She's just out. All right. So this is the Ascended Heroes pin collection. The deluxe pin collection. It comes with 5 Ascended Hero packs and a couple promo cards for your starters, Chikorita, Totodile, and Tepig. All right. And it also comes with a little pin. I know the girls are going to like that. The girls are going to like that. People like seeing Happy Ryan. I don't think everybody does. Some people clearly don't like that. Vera doesn't like it for financial reasons. So I'm not even really going to bother taking these out to show you. I'll take these out in a little bit, but here's the promo cards. They're not going to be like worth anything really. Not too much, but they're cool. I do like a lot of the promo cards. You kind of get the Cosmo effect on them, you know, on the edges there. So it's cool. We're going to put this over here. We're going to hope we don't throw those out. And the little pin. Isn't that cute? Isn't that just so adorable? Isn't it so adorable? All right, more trash. Now, 5 Ascended Heroes packs. These freaking packs, bros. These packs are going kind of crazy right now. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things real quick. I'm going to show you what I have pulled up on my screen. So over here, it is just on TCG. There's a ton of different things you guys can use. I just think this one's easy because of the display. These are the top chase cards from Ascended Heroes, which most people think is probably one of the best sets in a long time. The top one, the Mega Gengar. Raw right now. We're talking raw. It's going for $1,300. The Pikachu in the forest, which is commonly referred to as Trikachu, that's at like 1200. The Mega Dragonite EX is there. Look at all these cards: the Gold Charizard, the other Pikachu, the Mewtwo, the Gold Dragonite. These are also over 300 bucks. And then you get to like the mega attacks. Like I did pull this one. This is the best pull I've gotten maybe in a long time. No, I pulled the Greninja the other day. So one of the best pulls I've had recently was this Mega Attack Gengar, which I really like. But just look at the amount of cards that are valued over 75 bucks in this set. Compared to, let's go to Chaos Rising, which we just opened some Chaos Rising. And Chaos Rising, the Greninja is the top card there. And you go through, you got the Mega Greninja, and that's it. Those are the only cards that are over 100 bucks right now that are going for over $100. You still do have some cool ones. And there's our chest spin. Look at our little chest spin that we pulled. So you can just tell that like Ascended is a crazy, crazy set, which is why it's so hot, which is why it's reselling for so much. Rabid one, did you hate going to Wicked? I'm going to be honest, I didn't really hate going to Wicked. Wasn't a big fan of Wicked Part 2, but the first Wicked, not great. Or sorry, the first Wicked I had a good time with. Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good, didn't like all that much. I can't force myself to keep, I mean, so here's the thing. I don't really want to keep any. In theory, you should keep everything sealed because you're probably going to lose money as soon as you open it. But that's not fun. You have to open these. You have to open these. So let's go. We're ripping packs. Yes, we are. We can actually get this one. There we go. We can actually get this one open. All right. God, it'd be so cool to get something good. So this is a different set. Ascended Heroes. Is it really all that it's cracked up to be? We're going to find out. We got 5 packs for it to prove to us. For it to prove to us that it's worth all that money. Premium Power Pro. Little Meowth. I just kind of like the way that card looks, honestly. Look at this. Mega Electros. Little double rare. Better than nothing, but not gonna pay the bills this one. Not gonna pay the bills with that one, I don't think. Not quite. Meowth. That's right. He's a good looking card. It's a good look. So the difference is going to be the rarity of the card involved, right? Because that is a cool looking card and the art looks awesome. It's got full art on it. It looks cool, but it's pretty. It's not very rare. It's not very rare. You have some bad juju. I think I do just in my life. I think just in my life. Meryl. Oddish. Girls love Oddish for some reason. Fan Rotom. Thank God we got that one in there. Iris is Fighting Spirit. Solrock. Gloom. We got an Oddish and a Gloom in this pack, huh? I mean, that's kind of a cool looking card. Badoo. And a Victory Bell. A Victory Bell. Nothing to write home about in that one. All right. This is the hump day of Ascended Heroes packs. The hump day of Ascended Heroes packs. Could we get, look, I'm not asking for the Mega Gengar, but if we could get one of these Pikachus, that'd be awesome. Meowth. I like that little hollow Meowth we pulled earlier. Little Totodile. Team Rocket's Executor. And another Victory Bell, bro. Victory Bell, I was fine with you showing up once. I don't need to see you again. I don't need to see you again. Erica, yes, a lot of Erica cards in here. Which isn't great. Buddy Poffin. Weeping Bell. Fan Rotom. Okay. And nothing. Tapu Koko. Hey, Tapu Koko. I do kind of like Tapu Koko. I do kind of like it. All right, one Ascended Hero pack left. One. This has not been the best set of pulls so far, guys. This has not been the best. Oh. You guys see that? There could have been something back there. It looked special. I'm just saying. Ooh. See, we're dropping stuff. This is good news, I think. Noivern. Gold. That's a cool Golduck card. Gloom. Hey, Azumarill EX. Which again, it's going to be a little double rare. Maybe worth like $2 or something. These were rough packs. That Ascended Heroes. It didn't work out very well. But don't worry. We have more. We're not done. We are not done. Oh, I never even opened the Fennec. I guess we don't really need to open the Fennekin promo, do we? We never. I did. I think I did show you guys the Fennekin promo from Chaos Rising. It's decent. Nice little card. Everyone chasing the dragon. Do you ever buy singles? I mean, sometimes, yeah. What do I do with all my basic cards? I put them all in boxes and I never look at them again. So usually what I do is I will separate out all the like the hollows and reverse hollows or whatever. So anything that is like a double rare or higher, I'll pull aside and put aside. And then for all the basic stuff, I'll also separate the hollows and I'll just have like a bunch of hollows or reverse hollows or whatever. And then all the base cards. Rabid one. I recently got a chat ban in Black Ops 7. Joined a clan and asked where they were going to send my robe. Then got reported asking who the Grand Wizard was. You know, some people just can't take a joke, Rabid one. Some people just can't take a joke. Trucker Mark, Ryan, good to see you online again. Watched every blog from Japan. It was better than Mandalore and Grogu flop. I really appreciate so many people watching that, for real. It might be one of the reasons we got so many people here, because you guys saw me pick some of this stuff up in Japan, which was fun and cool and awesome. So I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. So thank you for the kind words, Trucker Mark. Where'd I put my knife? Here it is. Now that's a knife. All right. We've still got some stuff, and we can get more too if we get through this stuff a little too quick. We've got our Japanese prismatic, which is like terrestrial something. We've got another Chaos Rising booster, which I would still like to do. We do have Nullifying Zero, which is the Perfect Order Japanese, which I know people don't love Perfect Order. Not a lot of great cards out of there, but this is probably like the belle of the ball for today. This is the Japanese Inferno X, which is Phantasmal Flames. You should really think about starting a TCG channel. I don't know if I have enough time to make enough content to do a channel like that. You know, I just don't know if I have the time to make another channel like that. I don't think I do. So I figured we'd just do it here on our Outpost Live. Vixen with the eyes. What are you looking at? These are mine. You can't have them. You can't have them. So quit G&G. Yeah. More vlogs. Look, I fully intend to do a lot more vlogs on this channel because of the reception that you guys had for it. So yes. Yes. Looking at you. All right. Thank you. You might have a mental issue if you're looking at me with hard eyes. It seems to be the case. Japanese Nullifying Zero. Now, the thing with the Japanese cards, it's going to be so interesting because there's going to be some cards and some Pokemon I know right off the bat. There's going to be others that I like recognize, but I'm like, wait, what's the name of that again? So when it comes to the Japanese cards, these are the first ones I've really ever opened. Orlando vlogs. Yeah, we'll do Orlando vlogs. We could do Orlando vlogs. There we go. Look at these. Now, this is probably one of the least desired sets, period. But, you know, it is what it is. Now, the Japanese cards are going to be a little bit different. The Japanese cards are going to be a little bit different because there is only like 4 or 5 cards per pack. So the packs are going to be smaller, but they're not going to have, I don't think they're going to have too many like energies and things like that in there. So we'll see. You can already see how thin they are. So Nullifying Zero. Let me pull that up here. Now, what we're chasing in Nullifying Zero is definitely going to be the Meowth. The Meowth card. The Meowth SAR is what we're looking for. Or like one of those gold Mega Zygrades or whatever. So that's what I'm going to be looking for anyway, is that Meowth. Aren't you supposed to yell, "Let her rip"? I mean, should I? No offense, but your blog was under the influence of the Japanese effect. Pretty sure it received a larger boost from where you went. Well, I think it received a boost. Yeah, like if I walked across the street and blogged my trip to fucking McDonald's here in Orlando, Florida, yeah, it probably wouldn't have had the same effect. I don't think you're saying anything revolutionary there or anything that I obviously don't know myself. But it was certainly event based, right? People were interested in seeing me. It wasn't just about Japan, it was kind of seeing me visit Japan as well. That was part of it. So it's got to be somewhere that matters, and somewhere that people want to see me go. So, yes, I very much understand that I shouldn't expect to get 40,000 views on a vlog of me shitting in the morning here at my house. All right. Let's go. Nose pass. Hollow. So there you go. Look how quick it goes to the Japanese cards. Nothing of note. I probably should have opened some of this shit before. So I could show you guys actually. I could show you guys just so you know some of the top pulls from this set right now. So this is the Nullifying Zero. So Mega Zygrade. Rosa's Encouragement is going for $100. The SAR. That's the Meowth we're looking for. But if we pull that Meowth, that's, okay card. A Clefable card. Mega Clefable. Mega Starmie. Mega Zygrade. Jacynth. I like that Clefairy card too. So these are some of the top pulls we're looking at. We're looking for SRs and SARs. That's what we're looking for. Will we get them? I don't know. Little Talo. I kind of like that Clefairy design, actually. It's very basic. Nothing. Now, one of the things apparently about Japanese packs, they're a little bit thinner. And because there's so few cards in there and not the same, if you guys noticed, you're always going to get 3 at least hollows at the end of every American pack. Japanese cards aren't like that, right? So one thing that some people have been doing, they've been taking actual metal detectors, and depending on the pack, you can detect when there's actually something decent in a pack of Japanese cards. So they've been had to be very protective about that, which is why it's kind of a gamble to buy loose packs Japanese. Haunter. A little hollow energy. All right. We're not getting much. We're not getting much right now. I'll star you. Drapion. I'd be too scared to cut these packs open with scissors. You know what I mean? Sometimes you see people doing that, and I'm like, you get a little too reckless, chop the top off something that could have been really good. Trucker Mark, see you in Vegas in August. I will be in Vegas in August, and I will be vlogging Vegas in August. Rattata. Ooh, look at that. Little maybe $6 card. I think $6 card in America. I don't know what that is here. I'm sure I can find it on the list. Probably a little less. Some of the basic ones are a little, Probopass. It's like a $2 card. It's like a $2 card, the Japanese version. I do like the look of that. That's too cheap. I guess it's just an art rare. It's not like an SAR or anything. No gloves? Bro, why would I wear gloves? Why would I wear gloves while opening these things? You don't need to wear gloves. If you get one, your hands shouldn't be so dirty or whatever. You're gonna have just a little oil or whatever on your hands. It doesn't matter. If I'm going to submit a card for grading, I'm going to take a little microfiber cloth and wipe it down anyway for anything, and it gets the fingerprints right off. You do not need gloves to open these. And if DSP is using gloves to open these, it just is more proof that he is one of the like most retarded people that I've ever seen in my life. Oh, look at that. Look at the Clefable. Not one of the top Clefable chases, but a decent little card. A decent little Clefable card. Put her over there. Sometimes it just doesn't make any sense, right? Like, obviously, like the value is based on the value. So popular Pokemon are going to be worth more and everything. But sometimes you see some really nice looking cards, Snorlax, that just aren't worth shit. They use DSP uses oven mitts. No, he don't. I'm gonna believe you if you say something like that. Hey, look at that. Look at that. That is one of the top chase cards from the Japanese pack of Nullifying Zero right now, actually. That is our first really, really good pull. This is Rosa's Encouragement. It's an SAR. That is one of the first good pulls we have had tonight. It's not even a Pokemon. But that is exciting right there. This is a good pull. Finally, today, we've had a good pull from Nullifying Zero of all places. Let's go. Let's go. Sleeve it up. Sleeve it up. Top load it up. And now she's protected. And it looks decently centered, honestly. There we go. Look at that. I'm happy with that. Good. At least we got something. Thank you, Japan. Thank you, Japanese cards. I can't get anything out of perfect order, but Nullifying Zero, I go to Japan and get Nullifying Zero cards. We get one of the top cards. How was the food on your trip? It was amazing. I was just talking about that last night. How the food we had was so freaking good. Was so freaking good. And it just all feels clean. All right. Back to normal. I did like sushi. How much is it worth? Like a $90 card? Like a $90 card? Right around there. Which I still think, based on everything else that we've opened so far, we are still definitely in the red. We are definitely in the red. Oh, look at that. I do like the... Sometimes you get just basic hollows that look cool, you know? Shot 90 because I gave myself $90. I should take a shot. Look, if we pull like the Greninja or something fucking crazy from Chaos Rising, or if we pull the gold Mega Zygrade out of here, I'll take a shot. You just got a minus 196 ad. Dude, I've been getting those ever since I got back. Ever since I got back, I've been getting those. All right. Ooh. I mean, beautiful card. Beautiful card. But unfortunately, not one that's really worth all that much. Looks pretty, though. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look pretty? Yeah, we're looking at like a dollar card right here. But hey, wait, did I put the rest of these down? Whoops, I put the rest of these in the wrong pile. Looks Asian. It is Asian. Stop putting your fingerprints all over the cards. Hold it from the side. I'm mostly holding them from the sides. And you guys can honestly go fuck off. Like, if you're going to submit a card for grading or anything, you're going to wipe it down with a microfiber cloth anyway, and you're not going to have to worry about any of your fingerprints. We are not worried about the tips of our fingers on these cards before we send them in. And if you do, you're retarded. A Blue Eyes White Dragon? There we go. All right, we are almost halfway through the nullifying zero. Almost halfway. It's time for something else in here, though. Ooh, okay. I thought this was going to be something good. I thought it was going to be something sick. But that's all right. I don't know if you guys missed it earlier, but so far we've opened up some Ascended Heroes and some Chaos Rising. The Chaos Rising, I don't know why, we just kept getting freaking Ninetales cards. Like, we actually pulled two, like a basic Ninetales and then a hollow Ninetales back to back. I don't know what was going on, and I don't know why this is happening. That was the Ninetales ETB. We just kept getting Ninetales cards. I don't know if anybody missed that earlier. I don't know if anybody missed that. But we finally just had a good pull from Nullifying Zero. Our first real good pull of the night, Rose's Encouragement, which was awesome. Are you keeping every card? Well, I mean, pretty much anything that's not a rare or like a standard. When I say rare, I just mean a standard. Because that's what they call them. But anything that's not that, I'll set aside. I'll at least keep it out. Things that are going to be worth, $3, $4, $5, $6, I'll put in top loaders, obviously. There's probably some stuff like Rose's Encouragement. I don't care about that card. I'll probably try to sell that card. Other stuff, if I like it, I keep it in my personal collection, Especially like trainer cards. Ooh. That is a pretty card. Wish I could get it to focus a little bit better. It's a sign, he says, Ian? Maybe. It's a sign. Yeah, the Talonflame is only going to be worth like $3 or something. So decent little pull. Two worth nothing. I mean, it's worth $3. It's not nothing. It's not nothing. That's nothing. That's a nothing pack. That's what a nothing pack is. We got so much trash over here. Some damn fine artwork on total junk cards. Yeah, I mean it is what it is, and like you create something and it's beautiful and special, but it might be not be a Pokemon that anyone really cares about, right? That's the issue. And then you could have some like kind of jank ass artwork for a Pokemon that people really like. Like some Psyduck cards go crazy because people fucking love Psyduck, you know? Last couple packs have been oof. They have. Now, we got to remember, we did get that Rose's encouragement in this box so far, which probably did pay for the box itself. So we do have to remember that. We still got a couple more okay things left. You must have kicked dogs. I would never kick a dog in any life. I would never kick a dog. You kidding me? You have a favorite Pokemon? I said earlier, I'm kind of basic. I'm kind of a basic bitch. My favorite Pokemon is Charizard because it was like my first starter ever. You know, when I walked into Toys R Us and bought Pokemon Red, when my dad bought me Pokemon Red back in the day with Charizard on the box, Charizard on the card that I saw every day, Charmander was my first starter. Look at Rowlet. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, unfortunately, just another EX, which isn't going to be worth all that much, but another nice looking card. Yeah, I was going to say, was that you that said you liked Tyrantrum? Ryan Rose encouragement 300 PSA graded 10. Is that the English version or the Japanese version? But that does sound about right if it's $100 raw card for Rose's encouragement. Now, if PSA wasn't backlogged as fuck, maybe it'd be a little bit better off, huh? Maybe it'd be a little easier to get that graded. I've got like 70 things at PSA right now. I actually love, the funny thing is, this basic perfect order or nullifying zero Gengar. I really like the way it looks. I don't know why. Like I really like just the basic card. What would you rather use, PSA or Beckett? PSA all day, every day. You just go for more. I mean, unless you're getting a fucking black BGS, you know, but chances of that are pretty slim to none. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nullifying zero packs left. I think there's 36 of them. Shinx, yeah. I saw Shinx earlier too. I don't know if we've seen a Luxray though. I don't know if we've seen a Luxray. If we could get that Jacynth SAR, that'd be nice. People PSA owns Beckett. Why am I the one who knows that? What they're talking about are the grading services, NetStealer, because if you get a BGS and it grades, 9.5 or whatever, and you get a PSA 10, the PSA 10 is going to be worth more. It just is. For now, things can change. Gosh dang it. Give me something. Give me something in these last couple. Meowth. Yes, we need the Meowth. We desperately need the Meowth. NetStealer, I love how you have watched a couple videos about sports card collecting, and you're like, PSA is getting sued for this. Beckett owns or PSA owns Beckett. Oh, look at we got the Dedenne card. We got the Dedenne SR. That's a decent card. That's a decent card. Nothing crazy though. Nothing crazy. Probably my guess for this is going to be like $8 or something. Only $5. Only $5 for Dedenne. Come on. No Dedenne love. Tag slabs are really nice. They look cool, but it's all about perceived value, That's what it is. You've been checking cards. Yes, I know. You bought the magazines. You bought the books to check the prices on your cards. I know. I know, NetSteel. You're very old. You're very old. Oh, we got something back here. Look at that. Fortunately, it's not going to be worth anything, but it's a sick fucking card. I feel like we've been saying that a lot today, haven't we? These damn EX cards, dude. Do you want the Beckett book? You still have it? Do you still have a Beckett book from 1988? All right. Last pack of Nullifying Zero. Last pack of Nullifying Zero. Last pack of Nullifying Zero. I don't think we're going to get anything. That's it. Now look, we did get like the second best pull you can get in the thing. So we can't be too upset. We can't be too upset overall. And I do think that I'm going to turn my light on so I can look at this actually. Let's see. Top to bottom might be a touch off. Side to side looks pretty good. Looks like a pretty clean card. Looks like a pretty clean card. How much did the box cost? I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember because I paid in yen Hertz Donut. I paid in yen Hertz Donut. So I'd have to go back and check. Because I quite frankly don't remember. I don't remember. Eight, 9. It's not an 8. There's no way in hell that that's an 8. Might be a 9. The top bottom centering is a touch off. It's a little bottom heavy. But I think it's looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. All right. What I think we should do now, I have been looking at this prismatic, which is not prismatic, it's terrestrial or some shit, whatever it is. I want to open this so badly. So badly. Scuffed it, should have worn gloves. Yeah, if only. If only. All right. Pop this bitch. Which side do I pull it from? God Pack incoming. Dude. Does Ryan charge $50 to open packs? No, I don't. Although maybe, look, DSP has survived so much longer than anyone ever thought he would. Maybe he is a good businessman after all. All right, so here it is. If you guys don't know, the Prismatic was a pretty big hit. A lot of the Eevee evolutions are your big hitters in this set. I think it's going to be 10 cards or 10 packs. I am looking forward to this. We're looking for some Eevees or some Eevee evolutions in here. That's what we're looking for. And I feel good about this box. I just do. It's kind of a sick looking hollow. Ooh. It's nothing. I mean, it's a nothing card. It just looks awesome. Well, unfortunately, it's another EX that is not going to be worth too much, even if it looks sick. All right. Set our EX aside. Set our EX aside. So these packs are bigger. These are like, because of the type of pack it is, you do get the 3 hollows in there. So these are the 10 card packs. Then you get 10 packs, 10 cards per pack. What does somebody say? Are there new sets every year? There's new sets like every 2 months. Sometimes more than that. There's new sets all the time. It's a good looking Badoo reverse hollow. Oof. That's a pretty looking card. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. Terrestrial. What is this one? It does look like a Sudowoodo. I'm trying to find, but I don't think it does. I don't think it is though. Where the fuck is that card at? I've legit never seen this one before. Oh, here it is. Goldango EX $10 card. A $10 Goldango. I've never seen this one before. Very cool. Usually with the prismatic, I'm very obsessed with the Eevee evolutions because those are the big hits. But I will take it. I'll take it. Another freaking EX, bro. The EX cards are actually some of the most frustrating cards because you look at them and they look sick. Like you see them and it looks sick, but you realize it's not a rare card and you're just left a little disappointed. Goldingo ate your baby. It's sick for Alligator Hollow, to be honest. Another EX card. Whoops. Whoops. Extreme disappointment. I know, right? That's true, and it's like I said, you see cards like that, like the that's all we had earlier that look amazing, and they're only worth $2. Like one, I'm not going to sell that, but it also just looks cool, so I'll just keep them. Guys, I love just the standard hollows in this deck. If I'm being honest with you, another EX. We need to hit something in this box. Something, something, something. Okay. Now we still have the bell of the ball left, the Inferno X to open. We still have the bell of the ball. Oh, little Vaporeon action. Little Vaporeon action. Of course, it's not the Vaporeon that we're looking for, which is a little bit sad. So you're talking about like a $2 or $3 card. Hey, I like Vaporeon. Don't knock Vaporeon in the chat. Why y'all knocking Vaporeon? All right. We need to hit one of these legit SARs. I'm not asking for the Umbreon. I'm not asking for the Umbreon. Doesn't have to be the Umbreon. It's actually a cool fucking card, if I'm being honest. Now I'm getting all mixed up. I had to pull out too many of these freaking cards. And we're getting all mixed up. Big money. Let's fucking get. That was not big money. That was not big money. We've had one good money card so far. Of all of these, we've had one. Why are you watching the soccer game? Why the fuck would I watch the soccer game when I don't care about it? The hollows in this set are some of the sickest. Look at the Alakazam, bro. Like, that's an awesome card. Another EX. Another awesome looking card that is basically just awesome looking. We do have a ton of that. Are English cards worth more? Generally, I would say. Generally. Hey, it's Kara. What's up, Kara? We have not found any Pikachus yet, by the way. We have not found any Pikachus yet. Oh, I love the Groudon. Oh, that's sick. These damn EX cards, bro. These damn EX cards that look amazing but aren't worth shit. That I will still set aside because they look amazing. I'm setting that Groudon aside too. I really like the way that card looked. I know it's not worth anything, but sometimes you just got to set aside the cards you like. Dibs on any? I'll give you some like basic ones or something if you want, I guess, but I'm not giving you. Should have Noons open them up for you. They'd probably be better luck than me. Probably better luck than I'm having. She'll fucking like pull the Umbreon right away or some shit. This is the last one, by the way. This is our last opportunity. And we get a nice looking Glaceon EX, but not one that is worth anything. That is my most disappointing box so far. I got to be honest. That is my most disappointing box so far. That is disappointing. I was looking forward to that box. So that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Give them all to you? No. Why would I do that? All right, let me catch up on some of these super chats, guys. Thank you for being patient, and thank you for even watching. Why is there 700 people watching me do this? This makes zero sense. Garuk for 5. Did you have to pay any extra tax or tariffs on any of that BS to get it back in the States? I had to pay no taxes, period, on most of this stuff. You can buy it in Japan tax-free. And you can take it back. As long as you're not planning on like reselling it and shit like that, you're good. You know? So I didn't, for pretty much all this, I didn't pay any taxes in Japan. Which is nice. Joshua. So Ryan, do you think I can get cards like those on Amazon or eBay, even the rarest ones? How much of a Pokemon fan are you compared to Star Wars and Harry Potter? Well, I've played nearly every Pokemon generation over the years. and I've dabbled. I've never really played the card game, but I collected cards when I was younger. A couple years ago, around COVID, I started picking some others up and getting back into it a little bit. And then within the past like 6 months to a year, I really started getting more into the cards, but definitely more Star Wars or Harry Potter. Um, there's certainly a lot of lore behind Pokemon if you want to get in there, but to me, Pokemon's never been too much about the story itself, even though there's a story there and there's a ton of lore and shit like that. If you're invested, Pokemon's always been more about just like a collecting type of game, period, and about the Pokemon that you're interested in and shit like that. And you certainly can. You can find them. The problem is they're probably going to be pretty expensive. They're probably going to be pretty expensive. Rabid one for 2. Please eat some Cheetos so the cards are stained. I'll try. I could have bought 3 houses like the one I worked for 20 years to afford with the magic cards I threw in the trash 30 years ago. Happy hunting. I mean, look, the only reason why vintage Pokemon cards are worth so much. Here's the thing to make you feel a little bit better. If you and everybody else that had those magic cards or those Pokemon cards 30 years ago, if everybody had done that and been like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown it away, they wouldn't be worth shit today. Right? Like the reason that they're so expensive is because how many people discarded them. So if you'd held on to them, chances are everybody else would have too, and then they wouldn't have been worth shit. We're all in that boat, man. We're all in that boat. Joshua Anderson, why are Pokemon cards so valuable, and how has that managed to outlive something like Yu-Gi-Oh? I think Pokemon's more popular than Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, that's what I think. That's what I think. And Kara's talking about Pokemon sleep. I would not be good at that right now. My sleep has been fucked. My sleep has been fucked. Is Sophie in the chat? What's up, Sophie? So I wouldn't be feeding Snorlax. He'd be dying. Net Stealer, making fun of me, does not want me to send you the Ken Griffey Jr. 1989 Upper Deck unopened baseball card that I've been holding. Now might go to Beard. Well, hold on, Net Stealer. We're such good friends. I'm just joking around with you, you know. We're buddies. Come on, Net Stealer. Beardo doesn't even remember watching Ken Griffey Jr. play on the Reds, let alone the Mariners. Right? He's young. You and me, we're old guys, Net Stealer. That's why I give you a hard time. Rabid one, you're killing me here. Are these cards a game or just collectibles? What the fuck is the other side of the card? Oh, the other side? Sorry. The other side of the card is just this. Now, this is for Japanese. It's got that gold outside edge. For the American. Well, it's going to depend too. Like if you pulled something out from like 2005, it might look a little bit different. But the American ones are going to be blue. Which I actually think looks a little sharper, if I'm being honest. But that's all that's on the other side. And it really doesn't matter until you're looking at grading. So basically, when you're looking at grading, centering is pretty important. So this nice card we pulled, it looks like it might be a little bit. You see the space between where the art stops and then the little like this thing before the bottom of the card. It looks like it's a little bottom heavy, meaning there looks like there's more space there than there is on top. See how that's a little bit thinner, just that silver line between the edge of the art and the edge of the card itself? You're allowed about a 55-45% tolerance one way or the other on the front of the card if you want to grade a PSA 10. On the back, they're a little more forgiving. It's closer to like 70-30. So center and the back doesn't matter as much, but this one's pretty off. This one's pretty off. Pretty off. Now you can play, like you see all the stuff on there. You can play with all of these cards if you want to play the game. I've never got too into playing the game itself, But you need like that's why you have energies because the energy gives you a certain amount of like you need to use the energies to use whatever move you're doing. So you can play. Tons of people play. The Orange Sun Rises. If Al Sharpton was a Pokemon trainer, would he have 6 Jinx or would he have would there be a Grookey in there? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the Orange Sun Rises. My Creative Arsenal can't stay, got to work. Wanted to hop in and say, hope you get some great cards. Thank you, My Creative Arsenal. Have fun at work. Have fun at work. Sophie Hale lurking. Can't wait to return, to be honest, TT. Sophie, I've been looking at going back to Japan this past week. Something's calling me there. You know? Something's calling me there. Name doesn't matter for 5. Sup, dude? Pulling anything cool so far? Think it'd be funny to watch you open top Star Wars cards and you to pull a Trapper Wolf auto. That would be tough because if it was worth something, I wouldn't want to burn it, but I feel like I'd be forced to. All right. Let's open this Chaos Rising. We got another Chaos Rising. We did Chaos Rising ETB earlier. We're going to do Chaos Rising. Just little booster bundle here. Going to be 6 packs. We didn't get anything great out of Chaos Rising earlier. I have so much Chaos Rising. It's insane. You can see a couple ETBs behind me still. But we wanted a good spread of different shit. It'd be nice to get back to English Pokemon cards for a little bit, too. Before we go all in on Inferno X. Before we go all in on Inferno X. Upside down. That's a good sign, right? Don fan. Ninetales. Why do we have so many Ninetales? Chat, tell me how many Ninetales we have pulled tonight. What is going on? What is going on here? Pull a lot of Froakies too. What's back here though? Delphox. Delphox Hollow. Delphox Hollow. Upside down. That didn't help us last time. We gotta stop doing that. All right. What do we got? Whoops. Almost losing him here. Almost losing him over here. Magnetic energy. And nothing. Trevenant. Nothing. Just straight up hollows. Just straight up hollows. Hollows, reverse hollows. Same difference, really. Same difference. Is that English 151 behind you? It's Japanese 151. Name doesn't matter. It's Japanese 151. Fuck, man. I even flipped it around this time. Why are you booing me, Kara? It's not my fault. Why are you booing me? Deoxys. Little Goomy. Look at that. We did get a Greninja, but it's not the Greninja we want. We did pull a Greninja. Something going on in the chat. I see people getting tagged in the chat. So the good Greninja is the best card in Chaos Rising. The good Greninja is the best card in Chaos Rising. I did pull one, of course not on camera, but when I was just opening a couple like loose packs and stuff. We just chilling like a villain. Need some freaking water, by the way. How have we been going almost 2 hours on this stream? Like Team Rocket? To protect the world from devastation. To unite all peoples within our nation. To denounce the evils of truth and love. To extend our reach to the stars above. Jesse. James. Come on, everybody loves Team Rocket. Got a lot of Froakies here. Bullpix. Weedle. Ninetales. Bro. How many do we have? This is a sign of something. I don't know what it's a sign of. Ah, there we go. AZ's Tranquility. That is like this gonna be a couple dollar card. That's gonna be a couple dollar card, nothing crazy. At least it's something. And then Ho-Oh. I do love the way this Ho-Oh looks. $40 to $45. Wait, is that the $4? No. That's just the. I don't think that's the $40, $45 one. Oh, you're right. It is. That is the $40 one. That's a good pull. That's a good pull. We'll take that one. So that pays for the box. Depends on the card shop. Well, I can just sell it online. Nothing. All right. One last pack of Chaos Rising. One last pack of Chaos Rising. Got it. Yeah. Bro, imagine if I was DSP and every time I open one of these packs, I was getting $50, and then I complained that I didn't have any money. Wouldn't that be nuts? Give us something good here. Give us something good. What's up, Sudowoodo? I don't love the art on this one. The Remoraid. Another Delphox. And a Gudra. All right. Well, at least in that one, it pays for it. Oh, and look, enough Ninetales get pulled and somebody shows up. We pull enough Ninetales and somebody shows up, probably with their hands out like this. What's up, Noons? What's up? Can you believe that we have 700 people watching us? Open Pokemon cards for some reason. Open Pokemon cards. For some apparent reason. I don't know why, but thank you guys. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. How long before Ryan starts bringing a katana on stream and speaking in broken Japanese? I mean, could be pretty easy. Could be pretty easy. And then Joshua Henderson. I mainly love Yu-Gi-Oh! For the story, its characters, the Dual Monsters card game that makes it much more memorable to get into. I don't know about Pokemon, though. Well, more people care about Yu-Gi-Oh! Than Pokemon. The one that I've been waiting for. Inferno X, or Phantasmal Flames in English. My favorite Pokemon Charizard is the chase card of this set. So I want us to look a little bit here. Check this out. That's the chase card. This guy. I mean, come on. Come on. We could get the gold Charizard too, but look at all the different Charizards. The Oricorio. People still like the Oricorio. We got a bunch of Dawn cards in here too that are worth okay. Sharpedo, but the Charizards, this is where it's at. Little Piplup, Wigglytuff. See, even the just the Charizard EX, that's $3, which is more than all the other fucking random EX ones. I have never pulled one of these gold, any gold card, period. It'd be nice if we started today, huh? Bro. There it is. Keep trying to pull from the wrong side of the box. I keep trying to pull from the wrong side of the box. Rabid one got Akira yet? No. I do not. All right. So we are doing Inferno X, last thing of the night, the one that I've been saving up. We've got a lot. We'll just pull a handful out right here. You haven't bought a single pack of Pokemon cards in 20 years? What are you even doing with your life? Oh, EX card. Throw that over here. We have not got a ton of hits today, just being honest. We have not got a ton of hits today. It hasn't been great. It's been okay. It's been okay. No, that was not the mega low punny. Well, might be the low punny EX. Don't actually know. The thing is, when it's such an artistic rendition of the Pokemon and it's in Japanese, sometimes I'm clueless. We are running out of space to put these freaking cards. We got so much trash on the floor too. It's crazy. Oh, look, there we go. That's a couple bucks. That's a couple bucks. Little $2 nimble. Ryan becoming Asmon because of the trash. Well, we'll clean it up after the stream. I have wrappers all around me, yes. We got wrappers all around us. Give me some freaking Charizards, okay? Not just one. I want 2 Charizards in this box. We need the chase card and then like just another random one. And another random one. Maybe throwing that Oricorio or something, you know? Ninetales? I mean, Ninetales would be great. We've got a lot of Ninetales. I don't think there's any like art rares. Ooh, that's actually fucking sick. I don't think there's any art rares of Ninetales in these packs. Let's see. Rhombosaurus became a channel member. Thank you. Kind of rude. I know. It's like they weren't thinking about the Ninetales fans. But I mean, there's some cool hollows, though. We've seen a lot of them. I mean, that is pretty fucking as a base card. Sometimes the artwork just catches your eye, you know? I do like that Suicune. How sick would an Entei be, though? If I could find an Entei. I'm really partial to these fire Pokemon, aren't I? Charizard, Ninetales. Well, that's not going to get it done. These fucking EX cards. That ain't going to get it done. Ryan, when are you going back to Japan? I don't know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I kind of need to go back. Not just for Pokemon, by the way. Not just for that. That's a cute little Charmander, isn't it? A meetup in Japan. Double rare action. This probably isn't going. It is a cool looking freaking card, but unfortunately, you're talking about a $2 card. It's cool looking. It's cool looking. Nice little art rare. Can't visit Japan just once. There's definitely other stuff I want to do there, for sure. For sure. But when I do go back, I don't think I want it to be a big group thing. I think I want it to spend more time and not if we were about getting on a bus and stuff like that, you know? Which was fun in its own right. Being able to experience all that with everybody. But also I want a little bit of time for myself, you know? You know? Hop over to Korea. Maybe Thailand. Maybe. Maybe. Rent a bicycle. I thought about renting a bike when I was there. I almost did. God, these little packs, dude. Try not to bend these fucking cards. I can't believe DSP is wearing gloves when he's. Hey, there's the Sharpedo. There's the Sharpedo. Unfortunately, not the Sharpedo we want, but I do like Sharpedo. Fucking EX cards, dude. The bane of my existence. Well, I don't think a meetup in Japan is going to happen for people that are asking that. I don't think that that's necessarily in the cards, guys. Reenlist? I'm never reenlisting again. That's not happening. That's not going to happen. Niger? That's not happening either. Africa? Bro, what do I look like? Oh, that's a sick Rotom, actually. It's a sick little Rotom. Don't you guys think? Probably worth a whole $2. I really like the card. I really like the card. I do. A lot of Oddishes and Glooms and shit. Put that over there. I got no idea what that's worth. When it comes to like the item shit and things. Ryan in India? India, I don't know. I said this the other day. There might be a couple places in India that I would consider like stopping in and looking at, but in terms of hanging around in India for a long period of time, I don't know about that. But I didn't think that about anywhere. And then look where I am with Japan now. You know? Look what happened to me on my Japanese trip. So you never know. Never rule it out. And really, I suppose it's all about who you go with, isn't it? It's all about who you go with. Charmander. All right, we are over halfway done with this box, and there's not been a Charizard in sight. There's not been a Charizard in sight. We need one. Desperately. We need one. No Pikachu. I don't even know if there's a Pikachu in this set, to be honest with you. What's the gayest Pokemon, says Chris Gore? The gayest Pokemon. That is a good question, to be honest with you. I haven't thought about it too much. Is there any like little fairy fancy Pokemon? I'm not talking about fairy like, oh, that's a female Pokemon. I'm talking Mr. Mime. He's a mime though. I don't know if he counts as gay. I mean, Mr. Mime, he's kind of like a maid though. He's like a fucking servant. He kind of does a bitch's work, you know? Hey, there's another Rotom. It's a Rotom box, everyone. Fucking Rotom, dude. Jinx, but Jinx is a girl though. Now, if Jinx is a drag queen, then yeah, it is Jinx. And yes, I know there could be male and female versions of all of them. Yes, I understand that. I understand that. The Toxicroak. Little Toxicroak action. I think this is going to be like a $2 card again. Not a $2 card again, but yeah, it's a $2 card. A little Toxicroak. Or Toxicity. Toxicity, yes. Not Toxicroak. Nothing. I feel like I only showed 4 cards there for some reason. Male Lopunny? That is kind of gay. But that's the thing. Like any of the like ones that look feminine, if they're male, then yeah, it's gay. All right. I'm only asking for one thing today. All right. I'm only asking for one thing today. Now the day's just started for me. No, it's only 11. It's not midnight. Never mind. I may have asked for more than one thing today already then. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs left. I am just asking for a decent card. And by decent, I mean like $40 or more, you know? Otherwise, this was a very expensive stream, okay? A Ninetales. I don't think we can get like a special art Ninetales or special art rare Ninetales in any of these. Not in these sets. Some other ones. Some other ones. Freaking which one is this? This isn't the Lopunny that I want, is it? Unfortunately. Now there is a mega low punny that's worth like $20, but this is not it. That's just the standard EX one. So you made me buy these boxes for nothing? Bruh. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? Made you buy them? You weren't supposed to reveal that you actually bought me all of these. Nunes. You weren't supposed to say that. I mean what I mean. Yeah, do you know what you're saying? Do you know what you're saying right now? Do you know? If that were true, then fuck. Why'd you pick these boxes? All right. Two left. Two left. It just means we have to go back and pick better boxes. See? Now you're speaking my language. Now you're speaking my language. That's a good idea. You guys would pay to see another Japanese adventure, right? With me and a guest star on this channel. More Pokemon cards. All right. This is it. This is it. Come on. It doesn't want to open. If it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be right here. No. Well. That a little disappointing. That was a little bit disappointing. Just a bit. Just a bit. But that's all right. At least we had a fun time opening them. But that was my like one of my most anticipated boxes. So that was a little bit boom or bust. Finish the bottle now. I could use a drink. I could use a drink. But there you go. We opened so much shit. Should we do one more like Chaos Rising little blister pack? Just a little blister pack that we've got here for Chaos Rising. You do that. We could do that. We had a couple okay hits, you know. We did get that $100 card, which is great. That $40, couple little 10 8s, but Pack openings are a lot of fun. Should do this more often. Okay. All right. So in this, we get a little Black Star Charmeleon, of which I have like a million of these guys. So put him over there. We get 3 Chaos Rising packs. Maybe we can finish off with something good. You know? Maybe we can finish off with something good. Travel vlogs and box openings. Apparently, all right, put that there. Put this here. Ho-oh. All right. Dud. What next? Pokey Rev? Who's Pokey Rev? And anime reviews? I don't think we're going to be doing anime reviews, all right? The packs Noon's bought were filled with good cards. They probably were. They probably were. DSP rants in between packs? No, I'm good. I don't think we need to do that. Another Ninetales. Dude. Dude. You haven't opened them yet? You're probably going to get all the hits. You know you are. You know you are. A freaking that is the one thing. I have been lucky with Ninetales. Base Ninetales cards. And Froakies. I've got a lot of Froakies. And Ho-Ohs. But a lot of Ninetales. Up in here. Up in here. Fucking Ninetales, dude. All right. Hose? No. No hose. No hose. Come now. Doesn't order. Last pack of the night. Regardless of what happens, last pack of the night. Unfortunately, it's just a normal EX. But better than nothing. Better than another nothing. He doesn't even care? What do you mean I don't even care? I do care. I had to open the packs, but I did see. Somebody wants me to take a drink at the end of this pack opening. That is Andres for $50. Thank you, Andres. Thank you, Andres. We're back to the crown, son. We're back to the crown. Thank you. We got a lot of Ninetales. That's the one positive thing we got today. Woo! One more pack after the shot. Well, I do have a perfect order blister we could open. These are nothing. We'll do it. We'll open 3 more packs. I put these here so clearly I was ready to open them anyway. Clearly I was ready to open them anyway. Find with 9 Ninetales. I might have that many. My guess is about 7. I don't think there's Ninetales in the perfect order packs. Whoops, there's a Chikorita in there. There's a Chikorita promo card that I just threw on the ground, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Never do just one more. Just one more pack. Just one more drink. Just one more trip to Japan. You know. We need that Meowth. We need big Meowth energy. No small Meowth energy, big Meowth energy. One out of 3. One out of 3. Iron Bill. Iron Bill with a big super chat, too. We will drink for that in a second, sir. The Mega Starmie. Bro, you want the Mega Starmie that looks like he's standing like Patrick? I'll take that. Kidding me? Hey, that's a nice card, actually. This Clefairy's a good card. This Clefairy's like a $30 card. And Luxray, hey! Whose favorite was Luxray again? Somebody in the chat say it was Luxray. But this is a nice card. This is like a $20 or $30 card. So, okay. That is a decent little pull here. That's a decent little pull. We'll sleeve this up. It definitely more than pays for the blister. There we go. It's a nice little Clefairy. One more pack. The card paid for more box wine. Who do you think I am? Box wine. What you talking about? Snorlax. Nothing. Nothing the last one, but we did get that Clefairy. That's a good way to, you know, that's a decent way to end it, I suppose. I suppose. So let's catch up with some of these super chats, guys. Luxray, please. Don't know if it's the set. We got the Luxray B-Chain. Weight Breaker, thanks for sharing the opening. Can't win them all, but got to catch them all. That's right. At least we're well on our way for a lot of the master sets, I suppose. That's one good thing. And then Iron Bill Smith for 70 Canadian dollars, sir. 70 Canadian dollars. Next member stream is Sunday, Sir Reefer. This Sunday. This Sunday. I got to find the alcohol. We had to put it down to make room for all the Pokemon cards I put up on here. Thank you to Iron Bill Smith. Woo! There we go. Iron Bill Smith. Thank you for the $70 super chat, sir. B-Chain for 10. Luxray, my boy. did get a nice Luxray. I'd spend Noon's money too. I mean, Oil Princess. And what can I say? I say, hey, can I get that box of Inferno X? Of course you can. You know? What am I supposed to do? Slain Hope for 2. Ryan gets excited when he brings home a $20 fairy. A $20 fairy. Net Stealer for 2. Water, Ryan. Water. I'm okay. I've barely had anything to drink. I've barely had anything to drink. All right, but we have ripped a lot. We have ripped a lot of stuff. So that is going to be it. Here are all like what are the decent things we got? Should we show the decent things that we got here? So many damn Ninetales. So many damn Ninetales. Probably put a picture of all this out there at some point. Maybe I'll put it on Instagram. Maybe I'll try to make a couple reels out of this too, by the way. Try to make a couple reels out of this at some point. But that was a decent one for sure. That was a nice little card. I mean, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. The biggest hit of the night was this one, $100 card, which is awesome. We got a $40 AZ's Tranquility. We got $20 Clefairy. So, you know. And we got a lot of awesome cards for the personal collection. Some cool ones. So what do we have coming up next? So next week, guys. Next week, I think we're ripping that. Ripping that Prismatic next week. And another Chaos Rising, which means we're probably going to get another 18 Ninetales. This, I don't know if we're going to rip this. I don't know if we're going to rip that. Next week, we might do this 151. Are you sure? Look, here's the thing. Is it a bad financial decision to rip sealed product of highly desirable things? Yes. Although, look, you gotta open it. You gotta open it. Like, how fun is that if you just treat a box of sealed fucking cardboard like it's a stock or something? Like, how boring is that? Without opening it, the discovery of it, the fucking letdown of it, or the hype of it when you get it. I mean, come on. Come on. You gotta open it. You gotta open it. What's interesting? What's interesting? Rabid one, did you learn origami in Japan? If so, can you fold those extra cards into something to stab fast food workers? No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. So what I'm probably going to do with all of my stuff is I've got a couple of the Chaos Rising ETBs. I'm probably going to keep one not opened. If I have more than one, maybe keep one not open. Because we got a couple more Chaos Rising ETBs. We still are going to find that Greninja again. I want that gold Greninja too. Should I show you? Oh, hold on. I will show you guys the Greninja chase card that we were going for. Give me 2 seconds. Well, Give me 30 seconds. Can you be patient with me for 30 seconds? As I'm stepping over all the bro, the packs look ridiculous. It looks insane down here. So this is the Greninja Chase card. This is the third pack that I opened. I got the Greninja. This is the Chase card for that set. So we do have that card. But why not another? Why not another? You know? That's what I'm saying. All right, guys. I think that we're all caught up, super chat wise and everything. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're going to try to make this a semi-regular thing. I'll try to give you guys a heads up for when I do. So, not the best results that we were looking for. Nothing crazy, but there's always next week. There's always next week. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. So many Ninetales today. I don't know what that means, but there's got to be some message in the ether about that. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back and we'll be opening more stuff very, very soon. Bye, everybody, and good night.